Ugh. And we're live.
All right.
I
Did
love.
you manage to bring me in, or how is this working?
Oh yeah, I was supposed to look that up, huh? Twitch. What's it called, first of all?
Let's see. I have category, go live, notification, stream decker, current deck list. No. How does it know what I'm doing? That's a share. Yeah.
Okay, it's called squad streaming.
Where do we find that? There we go. Squad stream. Put that in there.
How to use squad stream. Twitch help. Lets up to 4 creators go live and stream together in one window. Perfect way to show the community every moment of your team's battle royale match. Blah blah blah. How to start a squad stream. Find Squad Stream on the Quick Actions panel of your dashboard Stream Manager. Add a channel, type the name you'd like to of the channel that you'd like to invite to your squad, and then click Start Squad Stream. That's pretty easy.
All right. I see community. Is it under content? Is it under streaming tools? No.
So it should be under.
Preferences.
Might have to shut my
Stream.
stream off and go live again.
Stream Manager. I'm in Stream Manager.
Yeah, it should be on your creator dashboard. Stream
I'm in the
Manager.
dashboard, Stream Manager, Creator Dashboard, Home, Insights, Community, Content, Video Producer, Collection, Clips, Preferences, Moderator, Channel. What's under Channel? No.
Found Start a Watch Party. That's not it.
No. There's no search. Stream Manager, My Chat, Read Channel, Edit Stream Info, clip that, add a stream marker, start a watch party, start loot, clip that, add streaming markers.
The Quick Actions panel of your dashboard Stream Manager. Should be here. But I don't see it. We may have to have, like maybe only affiliates can do it.
Let's find out.
Oh yeah, Squad Stream is only available to Twitch partners.
How do you become a Twitch partner?
You gotta have you have to like sign an agreement that you're only gonna stream to Twitch, and you have to have like 1 million followers and a bunch of
Oh yeah,
stupid
so we're not
shit.
going to do that.
Yeah.
Well, you could always
It's a cool feature, but
you could always do a Zoom, bring it into your feed, or I could do it.
yeah, I'll do a Zoom.
Yeah, then send me a link and I will connect. And then share my screen.
Already up? No, my Zoom. Actually, what are we talking about Zoom? Let's just do Discord.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Discord.
Just share your screen through the Discord
I
channel.
will share it.
I always forget that Discord has video sharing now. Oh yeah.
All right. That is me.
That is in fact you.
Do we see my Magic the Gathering screen?
We will full stream this. You can add your video as well if you want to.
How do you do that?
If you there should
Oh,
be
add
like
my
a
video.
turn on camera button. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then I can
Look at
drag you
this.
around. I don't know if I can make you bigger.
Let me see if I think I have to stop streaming to do this so I can have the camera. There you go.
Yeah, you have to stop your stream. You don't have to do that if you want.
No, I don't mind. I don't freaking want to do this. Let's
Okay.
see.
Yeah, only one device can have your camera at once.
Let me get rid of this guy. Close that window. Exit. Maybe do the settings. Make sure we can see that. Settings. Video. Where is voice and video? Device. Video. Video settings. Logitech. Oh, even better. I'm going to be split. Actually, yeah. All right. That's cool. Let me do this.
Do it.
Because I think you can just my video window, if I share it, is going to be good enough because I can do this and then I can do this. You'll see. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, let me know when you're set up because I need to move my face around so I'm not blocking your.
Yeah. Get rid of the zoom. Zoom sucks.
Ah.
Oh, come. Why are you installing an update? What are you doing? What kind of time is it for you to do this? Did we not talk about this? Here, I'm gonna get rid of my one stream for you. 1 second, I'll show you why. All right, here we go. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Say okay. Close that. Stop this. And you will see in a second.
XSplit
Okay.
broadcaster.
Yeah. This is where it gets funky. This is where it gets cool, man. Because right now it's just installing. I mean, I have a honking computer with lots of horsepower, and yet, it takes 6.5 hours to install the simplest thing. Explain that to me.
Yeah. I hear you.
Oh, I gotta. Oh, I have to close. I have to close Discord. Once I gotta be right back.
Okay. Oh. You guys ready for this craziness? I used to play Magic the Gathering Arena way back when the game first came out.
All right.
I think the last set I played on Magic the Gathering Arena was Return to Ravnica, which was like one of the first few sets that was on the platform, and then I stopped.
Ravnica.
Yeah.
That sounds exciting. Let's make sure we're doing this right. And now I will do video and hypothetically. Oh, look at that.
Oh, perfect.
Is it flipped? Do I have to flip something?
You even have like a green screen thing going on. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey. Is it inverted though? Is it up?
What do you mean?
It looks right, right?
Yeah, everything's fine.
Great. All right. So now we can get into it. All right. So essentially what had happened was, whoa, look at that.
Let me put my non-green screen self next to you. Here, you'll be in the bottom left, and I'll be in the bottom right.
All right. Woohoo.
170 packs.
This is nuts.
You already
So
have your vault too.
yeah, Yeah, I keep that so I can just keep track of how my vault progress is going.
Oh, it goes over 100%. Okay, so it doesn't matter then if you.
Yeah, and if you look at how many wild cards I have, I'm not really hurting for them.
Oh yeah, George. Yeah, George is right. It was Guilds of Ravnica, not Return to Ravnica.
Yeah. And then 8-player draft. Here we go, baby. So what I like to do here is we're gonna start out opening just one at a time so we can see some of the uncommons and commons.
Oh
And
yeah,
then we'll move into the as because I'm not gonna sit here and click this
the
170
open 10
times.
times and just see the rares. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Woohoo! 2 wild cards right off the
Ooh,
bat.
what is that Saga? I haven't seen any of these
All
cards.
right, let's look at whoa. All right. Let's read this. You may sacrifice a creature when you do. Oh, is this a Rakdos? Yeah. Each player discard a card. Return target creature card from your. Oh, so it's recursion and a little bit of sacrifice. If you have, what was that stupid everything in Rakdos is sacrifice. So
Wow. Yeah.
that's pretty cool. I
That
didn't. I play a lot of Rakdos, so that's gonna work out. We
it's
got
in,
some.
it's interesting that you don't see the usual red clause of the creature dies at the end step on the
Oh,
third
right.
third saga there.
And it puts a +1/+1 on it, which is kind of cool too. Especially, and you know, you could see this with Archfiend's Vessel right now. You bring it back, and then it turns into a 5/5 flyer, that sort of thing. Carfell Kennelmaster, another zombie berserker. Look at that thing. Yeah. Was that a 5 for a 4/4? Ick.
Yeah, we don't need to see the draft fodder.
Yeah. This is the big one. A mythic right off the bat. There you
Oh,
go.
yeah, you got which one? This is Thor, right?
Yep, this is legendary God Thor. Yeah. Whenever a creature or a planeswalker an opponent controls dealt non-combat dead, Toref deals damage equal to the excess of
Hmm.
a target. Blah.
I saw the
Yep.
reveal of this card on I think it was MTG Goldfish revealed this one. This god is absolutely insane.
Yeah, this is definitely gonna. Red didn't get too much in the set from what I hear, but
Hold
that's
on,
pretty
hold on.
nice.
Let's take another closer look at Toralf. So,
All right.
whenever a creature or a planeswalker an opponent controls is dealt excess non-combat damage, Toralf deals damage equal to the excess to any target other than that permanent. So, let's say you're playing a commander game, 4
Yeah.
opponents on the board,
Yeah.
all 3 of them are at max health 40.
Yeah.
You play a let's say that like the board is loaded up with everybody stalling. Um, you play a what's it called? The Comet Storm thing that does 13 damage to each creature.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Holy crap.
Let's say that that hits. How much damage do you need to do to kill all 3 players? 120, right?
120.
So let's assume for the sake of ease that they're all 1/1s on the board. So you need to do 120 and that does 13 damage. So you need to hit, if you hit 10 creatures that are 1/1s, that would be 120 damage overflowing.
Jesus.
And Toralf just immediately wins the game with 10 1/1s being on the board. Oh, you'd only need 9 1/1s. Or, no, because then Toralf would. He has too much toughness. So you need Toralf and then 10 1/1s on the board and play the that I can't remember the name of that card. But yeah, Blasphemous Act. Thanks, George. Um, for 1 mana, mind you. So you could play Toralf and the Blasphemous Act out for 5 mana on 1 turn
Wow.
and immediately end a commander game.
That's ridiculous. That
That's not even thinking about having like Furnace of Wrath and all of those other damage doublers out, because with those the damage doublers will double the damage or triple the damage of the initial spell, and then they'll also double or triple the damage again when Toralf triggers.
what about that what about that red card that it's not the Inferno or something. It does where it triples the damage of all if source would do damage, triple it.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's like the I don't know what the triple one's called, but that's like the Furnace of Wrath that doubles
Yeah,
them,
yeah.
and then there's the that Bran whatever the dwarf that doubles them
Ugh.
if it's a red source you control.
Brand, the idiot. That it, yeah, but Tor Brand, yeah, great,
Yeah, this
great.
that Toralf is going to be like an auto include in every red commander deck from now on. I'm looking at this from a very commander centric standpoint because that's all that I play, but I can imagine this definitely fitting into a red, maybe like
I,
a red like Rakdos control-y sort of deck
yeah, I
as a
was
finisher.
yeah, I was actually thinking there's a variant that that at Thoros, the other god, where you can drop things down and sneak attack them. You know, where you pull them out of your hand, you stick this out, do all this crazy damage, put an Ember Cleave in there. You know,
Yep.
it kind of like a red stompy. Big Red, I think, is the name of the variant. It would
Yeah.
go nicely into a big red deck.
This card is crazy.
And look at
The
the
god
cost too.
side
I
of
mean,
it.
it's relatively affordable at 4. I mean, a 4 drop, this thing does all the things for 4.
Yeah, the god side of this card is I, it's the best god I've seen so far, although I haven't seen very many.
Well, you're about to see a bunch more, right? Here comes another one. Yeah, wild card, Elven Bow. Pay 2 when
Oh,
you do 1/1 green elf. A little token
they're
action.
bringing back what's it called? That's the what was that mechanic called where it spawned a little 0/0 that the equipment's attached to?
Oh, yeah. I've seen that before. Is that
Yeah.
what this does? 1/1 green elf, and then attach the bow to it. Oh, I saw that. What was the other thing that used to do that?
Germs, yeah,
Yeah.
living weapons and germs. We got the whole commander crew is on is on the stream.
Oh, awesome. All right, here we go. Blood on the Snow. Choose one, destroy a creature, destroy all planeswalkers. Oh, nice. What was that other black card? There's another card that does that. That was, I forgot what it was called, but killed any X number of. But
Ooh.
look,
So this is our first snow card that we've seen. Well,
yeah,
I mean we've only opened 2 packs, but yeah.
that's when planes then return a creature card or planeswalker card with converter mana X or less from the graveyard to the battlefield, where X is the amount of spent to cast this spell. So if you have a black mono deck, it's basically 6.
Yep.
So you can return like a Liliana from the graveyard, or a Liliana, or potentially you might want a Liliana, or maybe a Liliana. You could go any way you wanted with it.
How does this compare with like that six cost board wipe in white? That's the modal one.
Oh, the inversion,
The
or
eviction, merciless eviction. Is
yeah,
that what it's called?
merciless. Yeah, I don't know. This one seems destroy all creatures. You get to choose one. It doesn't destroy everything, right? So but it's either all. So if you're playing like Super Friends, I guess this is a showstopper. But who does that? I bet in Commander this would be devastating, right?
Yep.
Because everyone puts out all their junk, and then you just say, and there aren't that many board wipes. This is all creatures. Usually black ones are like spell cost under 3, like Ritual of Soot, or something like that.
Right. This one's good too, because usually the big problem with board wipes in standard, at least, like in regular play, is you lose so much tempo. You spend 6 mana your entire turn wiping the board, and then they just refill on their next turn. But with
Yeah.
this one, you get to grab a giant permanent and put it back.
Yeah, that is the upside of this, especially if somebody you spent all your time getting something out there and then they got rid of it thinking haha, and then you destroy your creatures and bring back, like a Liliana.
Yep.
All right. Moving on to another guy here. Anything whoa, we got a wild card. Yay. Path of the Wild. What the hell does this do? When a path entered the battlefield. Oh, this is already too much. I lost interest in this card when it showed me. Look at the mana
Ooh,
of its second.
it's a Wooburg card.
Yeah. It's got all the colors.
That's
Sacrifice.
horrible.
Oh, it's Path to the World Tree. Then you can get target opponent lose. What is this nonsense? The World Tree is a card that people think is broken. If we find one, I can't wait to show it. I'm sure we're gonna find one.
That
What
mana
else?
ability is absolute garbage
Yeah,
unless
it's
I'm reading it
garbage.
wrong.
No, no, you're reading it right.
It just
Target
does
opponent.
does like little horrible abilities for every. Well, I guess they would be good on their own. Like drawing 2 cards for like 1 and a blue would be good. Gaining 2 life for 1 in a white is garbage.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about any of this. This is not a card. I don't play a lot of
That's
green.
yeah, that's a
That's
very I think we can all agree that's a very bad card.
a replicating ring. Add 1 mana of any color. That's really cool for 3. I guess mana correction, and then you get a color correction at the beginning of your upkeep. Put a night counter on then 8 or more night counters. Remove it from the green. Color is snow artifact tokens name ring.
Hmm.
Okay. That's not the
So
worst card in the world.
it's very very slow ramp.
Yeah. Yep. It is very, very, very slow
What
ramp.
what could you do with this that's like I don't know,
No.
like I'm thinking of like proliferating, maybe like some Ozolith shenanigans to just
Oh,
like
there.
shove a bunch of counters onto it.
Yeah, you could do Karn's Bastion to do proliferate, or you could do a something like that.
I can't see this being any better than the that 3 mana rock that they just printed. That's like the strictly better Darksteel
Yeah,
Ingot.
yeah. I'm drawn to this card. I don't know why. I don't know why that appeals to me.
I don't
It's
know
just
what's
another. It's just it's discard.
I don't
It's hand
understand
hate.
what's happening. So what is this foretell mechanic? I haven't seen this.
Okay, foretell is a strange mechanic where it allows you to pay. Uh, foretell is 2. Or I guess you put it down for the foretell cost, and then you can, or you put it down for 2 mana, and it goes on, or some crap like that, and then you can pay the foretell cost. It goes down face down, and then you pay the foretell cost. So instead of
Oh,
paying
I see.
4, you pay 2 now and then 2 later. So you're gonna pay 4, but not all at the same time.
So it's either cheaper or spreading the mana out of the cost of the
Yes,
spell, but you reveal to the opponents that that spell is there and ready to be cast.
but they don't know what it is because it's face down.
Oh shit, they don't see it when you
They don't
foretell
see
it.
it. Right. There's a board wipe we're gonna see with the foretell mechanic that is a little bit more clear.
That's pretty good.
What? Oh, there it went. There she went. That was that looked good. All right. Well, we'll look at her later.
Oh yeah, we'll find her again. 170 packs. We'll find her again.
Yeah. All right. Another one of these is
Is
the
it?
Saga enters. Scry 2. Oh, this is blue red. This is more what is that freaking nonsense?
Is it giants? That's a thing
Yeah,
now?
I guess. Well, giant there that's a whole thing. There's going to be a lot of giant tribal, but I guess is it why would you do that? Does I don't know. The next giant spell you cast costs 2 less to cast. That's easy. Yeah, I guess this is it giants. I guess that's a thing.
Is that dual land common?
It is.
Wow. I wonder if they're that's going to start driving down the prices of the other dual lands, I would think.
It is a tap land. I mean, it's but so it's not going to affect like the burn lands or the non-tap duels, but yeah, the other ones for sure.
Yeah.
All right, Calamity Bearer.
There you go. He goes right along with the god.
Yeah, there it
Another
is.
another damage doubler. As if red didn't have enough of these. This is
You, you,
great. This is great for commander because now you can have like redundancy is the best thing for commander in a singleton format. So now we have like what this is the 6th or 7th Furnace of Wrath ability
yeah.
on a card.
Oh, good lord. Red, red. There's no stopping red. All right, that's pretty cool. Some other riffraff, another wild card.
Unless you're playing green.
All right, let's see what we got here. Let's see. Doom Titan.
Yeah, lots of berserkers.
Yep. Dual strike. When you cast your next instant or sorcery spell, convert a mana, cost 4 or less this turn. Copy that spell. Some more of that shenanigans. First blue thing we've seen. A changeling. That's a thing. This is a new thing. There's a lot of changelings in this set.
Yeah, changelings are old, but yeah, it's nice to see them make a comeback. It's gonna kind of changelings are always interesting because they round out a lot of the tribal decks that don't really have enough good cards in their tribe.
Yeah, if I had known, I would have put that into the werewolf thing we played on EDH night on Halloween. I didn't realize that would have been thematically appropriate, and I could have had some more but I went so straight up. Yeah. Now I know.
Wow, this card is amazing.
Scry X. Holy crap. Scribe a whole deck.
So you could scry 5, then draw 3 if you're all
Yes.
snow.
Yes. And win the game because you now have the cards you want.
And most importantly, it's instant speed, so you can hold up 5 mana for a counter spell or whatever, and if you don't need to do it, then draw 3 cards.
Oh God, I see.
So good.
Mark is probably salivating at stuff like that. I could see.
I'm a blue player at heart too, but I try to avoid it because it's just mean most of the time.
Yeah, Mark just revels in it. He's like, yeah, it's mean, but I'm into it. More right of the frost.
All right, here we go. Is this our first commander that we've seen other than that god?
Yeah. This is the first optional. What does this guy give us for anything?
Legendary
Commander?
snow creature changeling.
Oh wow.
Enter as a copy of any permanent you control except it's a legendary and snow in addition to other types. If it's a creature, enters with 2 additional 1/1 counters on it and has changeling.
Okay. I'm sure there's a purpose for this.
And it's a oh man, I'm drawing a blank on freaking blue green.
Well, it's not banned. It's the other one.
No, it's what everyone's gonna hate us for this.
Yeah. Oh well.
It's not a color combination I ever play. Simek,
Well,
thank you, George.
Simek, thank you. There it is. Simek, I am all the things, and the game will be a nightmare. Rune. Hey, runes are a thing. I guess they're trying to push. Although I've heard tell that it's not going to see much play. You get to draw a card. It's an enchantment. Basically, draw a card as long as permanent control.
Or a rune, so it can enchant a creature or an equipment.
Yep. That's interesting. It's harder to get rid of if you enchant the equipment because it can blow the creature away. That's interesting.
Yeah,
All
and
right.
then it would stay enchanting the equipment.
Yep. Oh, here we are. Oh, more mill. More Golgari mill. Put all the stuff in the graveyard so you can bring it back out. That's what this card tells me. And on each, it's an elf though. It's an elf specific Golgari mill.
This is really
Saga.
cool. Well, no, it's you're milling yourself.
Yeah, because you want to recurse stuff out of the graveyard, obviously.
Yeah, trying to put elves that you mill onto the battlefield for cheap.
Oh right. Oh yeah.
Or Tyvar, which I imagine is a planeswalker.
Yeah. Pretty cool. I'm enjoying that. That's gonna be neat.
Whenever I see sagas, I always think of like, what kind of bullshit can you do if you had a way to move the counters around?
What the hell?
Oh, here you go. Here's your angels.
That's my thing, dude. Oh yeah. I feel it. Can you guys feel it already? How cool this card is? I don't even know what it does yet. Great Hall enters battlefield. Add black, or for 2 white and a black. Sacrifice Great Hall and create a 4/4 angel, which is of course what you need. 4/4 angels. That's
it's not amazing, but I like the duality of the card where it's just like a crappy swamp for the beginning of the game if you need more mana, or if you don't want more mana, if you're being flooded, then here you go, 4/4 angel.
Yeah, and it doesn't say it's at sorcery speed too, so it can also be open if somebody's not reading your cards. You can.
No,
I have an angel.
It is sorcery.
Is it sorcery?
Yeah.
Oh, because
the last clause.
God damn it! I didn't read that. I was too excited. I was like, it's not a sorcery. What it is? Valkyrie sword, and guess what? Here we go. More angels. Yeah, you may pay 5 if you do. Create a 4/4 angel creature with the flying vigilance and attach the sword to it, because of course that's what you would need.
That's a big germ token.
Yeah. Oh god, angels.
The equipment is garbage though. Like two mana for a +2/+1. Like if you were to just play this without paying the extra 4 and 1 and getting the free equip, because the equip cost is 3. Equip cost of 3 to give something +2/+1 and nothing else.
It's garbage. But look at the cost in total. You're looking at a total cost of what? 7 7 to create a 6/5.
7 for a 6/5 flying vigilance that doesn't have haste.
Right.
I don't like it.
Yeah, it seems a little expensive. I'm gonna put it in my deck anyway.
It's
But
expensive and it's really slow.
yep, perfect. That's the way I play. So that's got me written all over it. More dual lands. What's this nonsense?
Yeah,
Destroy target
land
artifact.
destruction.
Oh, land hate. We haven't seen too much of that in the Leeson set. So, it went away. God damn it! You gotta watch that. We'll find it again. Moving on. Anything good? Rune of Speed.
Ooh,
Broken Wing.
that's nice. That just
What?
gives haste.
Oh, is it, yeah, another haste giver. Great. Destroy more wilt and everything else. Get rid of enchantments. Depart the realm. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Oh, more disruption. Exile target artifact or creature. Now, is that thing that Magic does? Blue doesn't have enough disruption, so every set we give them a new set of disruption, so they always have enough.
Well, I mean, blue is always going to be the interaction player.
Yeah. Or as I said, hey man, did you just want to play solitaire? Because we could do that too. Tundra Fumarole deals 4 damage to target creature planeswalker. Add for each. Oh, you get to add some mana. So this is if you want to do a mana pump to do one of your big red things that
Interesting.
usually include me dying. You don't lose this mana. Oh, as the step and phases end.
I don't like this card.
Yeah. Um,
It's
it had too
it's
much text for
it's
me,
just
so
it's 4 damage for potentially 0 mana, but like
yeah.
that's like it can't hit a player. It
Right.
doesn't it doesn't it doesn't it's not a cantrip. You don't draw a card. You're just I don't
It's
know.
sorcery speed too, which is not
Yeah,
an instant.
yeah, and it's sorcery speed. I don't like if this were either a cantrip or if it were instant speed, I'd like it much better. Or if it costed more mana, like one more mana,
Yeah.
and did one of those things, but I don't like the card disadvantage to just deal 4 damage to something.
Yeah. I'm sure somebody's gonna put it into their deck and be like, hey, this is great. Or not. We shall see. Divine Gambit. Exile target artifact, creature, or enchantment an opponent could. I like that. I like that a lot.
See
That
now
player may put a permanent card from their hand onto. I don't like that part.
no, now this is a really cool card for commander because this is one of those like diplomacy cards that you can put in a deck where someone's like I can get rid of the arch enemies,
Yeah.
whatever, but it's like a ravenous chupacabra that they've got in their hand that needs to deal with some big creature on the other side of the board. So you divine gambit something away, and then you
Yeah.
drop the chupacabra and kill something. Like there's that second like yeah when in a one-on-one you probably never want to play this because you don't unless you know what they have in their hand.
Right.
But in a commander game or in a multiplayer game, this is a really interesting card to with the diplomacy.
All right. Target creature gets +1/+1, gains double strike until the end of a turn. That's a game ender.
Yeah, I could see this a foretell cost of 1 white. I can see this going into a lot of the wonderful decks that we all love that are infect.
Oh.
You
All
sure
right.
you sure you don't want to block this 5/5? Okay, 1 white foretell. Now he's a or he could even be a 4/4 with
Yeah.
infect. Now he's a
Now he's a
5/5 double
5/5.
strike and you just die.
Awesome. Fearless Pup for strike 1/1. All right. So more red haste. No haste. No haste. But that's all right. You're still going to see a lot of this guy. Gold Riven Pick. Equip creature +1. Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, create a treasure token. Yes, treasure!
That's pretty good.
Revel in the riches. It's coming back. It's coming back. Was it ever here, actually?
That's
No,
good
probably.
in like a rogue or a ninja deck that's trying to sneak small creatures by.
Yep. Exile creature card. Graveyard create a treasure token. More tokens. More treasure. Oh, another mythic.
That's a lot of text.
One burning owner in demon battlefield and library and the demon have different names. Oh, wow. Search your library for exactly 2 cards not named the demon that have different names. If you do, review those cards. An opponent chooses one of them. Put the chosen card into your hand and the other in the graveyard.
And assuming you have graveyard recursion, which you probably do since you're running big man in
Right,
black,
right.
the card that like their choice doesn't matter.
It
That
doesn't
card's
matter.
coming out of the graveyard anyways. You're basically tutoring up 2 creatures.
Right. For 6
Oh
mana.
wait,
This is actually I like this card. I really like this card.
hold on. No, it's not even creatures. It's not even permanents. It's any card, any 2 cards
Any
you want.
cards. Oh shit. I love this card now. That's happening. This card's happening.
So you could grab two like really good sorceries or a sorcery and an instant. You don't want to grab a sorcery and a creature because then they're gonna bin the sorcery, so you can't replay it.
Provoke the trolls. The trolls. Yeah, great. Creatures dealt damage.
It's like
Provoke the trolls. Deals.
enrage.
Yeah. Yep. Another rune. We saw that guy. We're seeing some of the repeats now. Oh
There you
yes.
go.
This is pretty good. A 2/4 for a 3 flyer. That actually is a pretty good value right there for a 3-drop 2/4 flyer
Yep.
all day. But then the extra is even better because it's got the cleric. You know, clerics is a thing now. Gain life equal to creature stuff
Oh
as
my
long as
gosh, yeah,
87
this
life.
is a really good
Oh,
card.
this is a great card. Wow. Wow. I'm pretty psyched about this thing.
That first clause is like that dinosaur that all the dino decks run, the big green
That's
guy.
yeah.
Armasaur or something, Armasaur.
Starting life total creatures you control. Creatures you control get +2/+2, not just you.
Yeah, it's a double anthem effect if you're
Wow. And it's not legendary, so there's no reason you can't have 4 of these on the battlefield.
right.
Oh, wow. Wow, that seems good.
Yeah, I'm feeling like a spicy angel cleric deck coming up for commander for sure.
Yeah, I'm definitely doing that, man. Battle Mammoth. There you go. Trample green 6/5. I mean, doesn't when a permanent you control becomes a target of a spell ability, you may draw a card. Foretell, and it's got a foretell cost. Why would you want to do that?
If you don't have the mana now, you
I
can
guess.
you can foretell it out of your hand for 2 and then play it later for cheap. It's kind of like
Yep.
it's like deferring items from the ritual in PoE.
Yeah, exactly. Anything good in here? A flying bird? Yeah, great.
What's our giant wizard up there? The
Oh
Arcanist.
yeah. Spell costs 1 less if you control a giant or wizard. Arcanist enters your battlefield. Search your library for an instant or sorcery card with the same name as a card in your graveyard. Reveal it and put it into your hand. Well, that's really good, especially for like some of those the frantic search card, whatever that is.
So this will never see play in Singleton.
Yeah. Yeah, and not only that, it's kind of expensive. 6 for a 2/5 that allows you to fetch a card.
Yeah,
Hmm.
even assuming, well, if you get the 1 less, it's only 4.
Still,
But yeah, 4.
there's plenty of other cards in blue to go fetch your whole library and play it.
And having that restriction of it has to match the name of a sorcery or instant you've already played is kind of brutal.
Yeah, I'm okay with all that. All right, let's see what we got here. Another Saga. Nico defies
Ooh,
destiny.
Azorius, that's me.
Oh boy,
I'm
I
an
thought you
Azorius.
were the other one.
Well,
No,
I'm a,
maybe
I'm an Esper player, but if I had to pick 2 colors, it would be Azorius, not any of the other
not
combos between white, blue,
not
black.
blue, white, black. That's not your thing.
No, I am an Esper. Yeah, I'm Esper for sure. But if I had to pick 2, it would be Azorius.
Yeah. Return target card with foretell from your graveyard with foretell. So this is playing on the foretell mechanic to get it out of your graveyard back into your hand because that's awesome. Spend this mana card only foretell cards and have foretell. Add 2 mana to foretell something.
This card is brutal.
Yeah.
I can imagine like there's no way for anyone to get rid of cards out of Foretell, right? Because they're in
Right.
exile. You
They're in
can't do
exile.
anything to them. Like you can't
Correct. So board wipes don't work. Nothing.
can't like bog them away or anything like
Mm-mm.
that. They're just
No.
there. There's nothing
They're
you can
just
do about them.
right. You just said something that's interesting. Foretell is also a way to keep a threat on the board post board wipe. That's really interesting.
Yep.
Oh, interesting. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, so
Anything
this
good
is
here?
that's it's like leaning into an Azorius control deck that has like Foretell as its main mechanic, where all the counter spells are set off to the side and they can cast them for like 1 blue.
Wow. There you go. Choose a target creature and give it indestructible. There you go. If you control 3 or more snow permanents, the creature you control gets +1 and gains indestructible.
Yeah,
Then those creatures fight.
even a fight for 1 green is power creep. So the
Yep.
fact that this is a fight for 1 green and could give your creature indestructible,
Yeah, it's
this
pretty
is
good.
this is really good.
Yep. Here we go. I saw someone in a spoiler do this card. This
This
is the
this card's gonna get
giant.
banned.
Yeah, your opponent can't gain life, which is pretty huge for red.
That's why
At
it's
the
gonna
be-
get banned.
at the beginning of your upkeep, Quakebringer deals 2 damage to each opponent. Oh, Commander, man. It won't get banned in Commander. This ability triggers only Quakebringers on the battlefield, or if Quakebringer is in your graveyard and you control a giant.
Ooh,
Wow.
so it keeps quaking
It keeps
even if
doing it. Keeps quaking
at
even
least
from the
it's
death.
not each upkeep. If it were each upkeep, it would be
Oh, yeah. Can you
much
imagine that going
worse.
around the table 4 times? That's 8 damage a round. That
Oh, but I
would
think
be.
historically, right, I think they banned every card. Oh no, there was that Planeswalker in red that is not banned. That doesn't the
Yeah.
Tybalt or whatever his name
Tybalt.
is.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. And he creates little inferno guys and does prevents you from. I think he only has minus though. He doesn't have any plus.
Right. There's no way to up him. But
Unless right.
there's the dinosaur that got banned out of Arena. That was your opponents can't gain life.
Oh wow. But I mean, he is 5. Well, 5 mana is really no longer a thing because with all the cultivates of the world,
I think
5 mana is
I
like
think
turn 2.
the fact that he's 5 mana will probably keep him in play. I don't think he'll get banned now that I think about it.
He is a giant though, and that's going to be a thing. We're going to have to deal with that, people. Giants are here, and they're here to stay, and they're pissed. Rune of speed, we saw that. Anything here? Lifelink 2, no more lifelink a pick. Okay, we're getting into the fun stuff. Oh, we
Yep.
saw this.
Yep. That's the card disadvantage one
All
that
right,
I
at 150, we'll start doing just the 10s. And we got that guy again.
Ooh, it's a land. I want to see that land
Which one
on the top
is?
right.
All right, here we go.
Gruul
Yep,
enters
Gruul.
the battlefield tapped. Okay, so this is really similar to that other one we saw that created an angel
Right, and this
for
one creates a
for
troll trample.
what was the other one? It was black and white, right? It
Yeah,
was
2 whites, 1
Orzov.
black.
Okay,
Yep.
not that interesting, but oh
Or
wait,
Orzhov Angels. What? Hmm.
it destroys a land too.
Destroy target land. Oh, I didn't read that part. Ah,
What did the black and white one do?
nothing. It gave you an angel.
It just gave you a 4/4 flying vigilance
Yes.
angel.
Yes.
Does it really weigh flying vigilance versus trample as worth being destroy target land? Are they the same mana cost, I wonder?
This one's more by double.
Yeah, I think
This
this
one's
one's
double.
more.
Yeah, this one's twice as much.
Oh, because the other one was just black,
Yeah,
white,
just the
white. It didn't have
yeah,
the three colorless. Yeah.
right, right.
Okay, that makes sense.
And then we get a flying flash horse.
Here you go, right into the Orzov control deck.
Yeah.
Orzov control foretell.
Oh, awesome.
That makes all of your foretells instant speed too. Did you see that?
Oh yeah. Yeah. All right, what do we got here? Anything good? Bittersweet warrior, human warrior, boast. Oh, it's got boast. Huh.
I'm not.
Creatures you control get +1. That's kind of cool.
I don't like boast.
Here's another now we have another commander.
Other
Other
snow and zombie creatures you control get 1/1. Return them from the graveyard to the battlefield. That is an interesting.
Does that get around the commander tax?
It does. If he goes to the graveyard.
Yep.
If he
Which
gets
you can choose, right? You can choose to go to the command zone or graveyard.
when he gets killed or binned, yeah. If he gets exiled, then you obviously would still want to put him
Right.
into the command zone. But yeah, to be able to play him over and over for 3 mana and not worry about tax is pretty cool.
That is cool. And
And
he's a 4/3 body.
and if he's in the 99, then you want to just bin him so that you can play him for 2 cheaper.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. And if you build your deck around the mechanic of all that +1, they only get +1/+1.
Yeah, I don't.
But
He's not impactful enough to
I
become
know.
a commander for sure, but he might go in the 99 of although I don't know that I've seen Demir zombie deck.
Yeah. We got a Snowland, another one. Choose a color. Oh, this is cool. Mana correction.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like that a lot. That's actually that's been the winner for the lands for me so far.
Yep. Plus some
Oh, there it goes.
snow
Ah,
enabling.
yeah, whatever. We'll see a bunch of these in a second.
Yeah.
Follow the imposter. +1/+1 and counter creature. Exile creature control. Yeah, this one's weird. It does that twice. Oh, so this is gonna go into
Increase
every
power.
freaking whatever green white enchant madness is.
Mm.
Selesnya, I think. Skullcairn, battlefield tapped, blah. Sacrifice Skullcairn if it does. This is the same land thing, right?
Yeah. I don't like this one as much as the ones that give you permanence,
Yeah, this one's kind of buns.
deal damage, and just it's the Rakdos one.
This is the one we just missed. It came back. We got it back to back. Create X.
Wow. Wow. This card.
That could be something.
This card. You remember how we were just saying like the with that other board wipe that we were looking at,
Yeah.
where it's great that
Yep.
you can bring back the a permanent
For
with
one.
CMC of your snow. Now you wipe the board, or your opponent wipes the board because this is instant speed. You foretell it for 1 back, and you get a freaking army of 2/2s.
That's awesome. This is great. And the cost is fantastic. You're definitely going to see people playing this. Wow. Anything cool down here? Nah,
I really
garbage.
like all these
What
dual
is
lands.
what is what is what is this thing? What is this little dwarf creature? Hmm.
That's actually really that Gold Maw champion is really good because it doesn't require tapping on its boasts.
Oh, that's cool. Tap target creature. You can yeah, that's really good. That's better than that giant than the giant slayer or whatever it was.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
just tap down the defender's entire board if you have the mana for it.
That seems broken for 3. That seems pretty good.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's a good card.
All right, at 150 we'll do the tenors so we can be done before midnight.
Ooh, look at that.
Crippling fear. What's that?
Look, I was
You
saying,
see?
look at that angel's wings. It's like what's it called? Northern Lights.
Aurora Borealis. Shepherd of the Cosmos. When the Shepherd of the Cosmos enters the battlefield, return target permanent card with converted mana cost or 2 or less from your graveyard, which is, of course, going to be the only thing you bring back, which is the thing that makes more angels.
And you can foretell it out for the same cost as its regular CMC, a 2 and then a 4.
Yeah. So break it up if you're mana starved. That's
Also
cool.
lets you splash it easier if you're doing if you're doing a draft and you don't have
Right.
if you want to splash white. This brings the double white into a single white symbol.
It's kind of cool. Choose a creature type. Creature that aren't the chosen type get -3/-3 until. So this is like the but there's another card that did this. It was an
And that's gonna go in every tribal deck that has black.
yeah, exactly.
Pretty good.
All right. Anything good garbage? What does this thing do? Look at the top card of your library. If it's no card, you may review it and put it into your hand. Oh, great. More card advantage. That's good.
A 1/2 for 1 that does that for 1 snow mana. That's pretty damn good.
Carrion Spirit, creature spirit, 2/2. What the hell does this do? Whenever you cast your second spell, each turn create a 1/1 spell. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I like that.
I saw another one that was like this earlier. That was whenever you cast your second spell, you get you gain 2 life, and it
I
have
like this better. Well, I don't know. Both have places in the white.
a
Legendary
legendary,
humanoid. 1/3.
legendary. Here it is, a legendary infect or no poison. Sorry, wait,
Ugh,
infect and poison are the same thing.
same thing.
Yeah, sort of. When they
Gets
hit
2
player, it's
poison
the same thing.
counters. So you're gonna want to bump this guy into high heavens and infect the living hell out of him.
This is that's an interesting card. Like there's been some cards printed recently that have been kind of steering towards a death touch tribal.
Oh, yeah. I run a Death Touch Rogues right now in standard green black rogue Death Touch. Everything has Death Touch.
Yeah, there's they printed a I think it was in the last set in Legends they printed some sort of like Gorgon or something. I think it was in Golgari that was like all creatures you control have death touch, and like death touch creatures you control get 1/1 or something like that.
That's pretty cool. I didn't get the Commander Legends box. I should have gotten one. I could probably still get one. Sanctum. Oh, thank God. Land. Target legendary creature becomes a god in addition to its other types.
Wow, look at that. Look at that third ability.
Sacrifice the Sanctum, put an indestructible counter on a target god. Wow.
Indestructible counters.
Wow.
I was wondering why the gods in this set weren't indestructible. I guess I have my answer.
Yeah. There you go. Wow. That seems good.
They're bringing back the what's it called? Counters.
Here's another create some more treasure.
Ability counters.
Ability counters, yeah. All right. Kaldheim, here we come. There's that guy again. Is
Oh,
this a new one?
no,
Did
we
we see
haven't
this
seen
one?
this one. No, this is Boros.
Oh, it is Boros. Yep. Create a treasure token twice. Search your library card for Halvar, God of the Battle, and equipment card. Review it, put it into your hand, and shuffle your library.
That's pretty good. I mean, Boros
Yep.
Boros usually has issues with ramping, so getting 2 treasure tokens and then going and finding an equipment seems seems fair. Not great,
Yeah.
not amazing, not game breaking, but seems fair.
Yeah, it's definitely going to see play in Boros because, Bertha Melepidus doesn't really cut it. Iron Verdict deals 5 damage to target tap creature. Oh,
For
yeah.
one.
Oh, that's pretty
I
good.
really like Fortel. I'm just saying, I'm gonna throw that out there right now. Like my entire in Commander, like on Untap, my entire board is just gonna be filled with flipped over cards that are all foretold.
Elvish War Master. Here we go. More elf
There you
for
go.
any of you
Look,
elf tribal fans.
there you go. There's your death touch.
Yep. Love it.
Combo that
Whenever
with
one
the
or
one we
more.
saw before, that all the elves with death touch deal poison counters and just KO
Oh,
someone.
well, that's good. The thing is though, green in recent sets has been out of control for
That card's pretty tame though, because the overrun cost is huge,
oh yeah,
and
7, yep.
and it can
Yep.
only create 1 token each turn.
But it's not though. I mean, 7 mana, that's turn 3 in most Gruul decks.
That's true.
So let's see here. Anything good? Icehide Troll. Icehide Troll gets +2. All right. These are the
That's
new ones. I
that's
like it
pretty
tells
good.
you which ones are new. That's good. All right.
Oh yeah, I didn't realize that before the
It,
first.
the first one you get, so we could just focus on those. I should have been doing that. When Deathnet Berserker dies, create 2/2. That's neat.
Yeah,
Dwarven Hammer.
yeah, it's another germ.
Yeah. Yep. Thief. And another rogue, because that's what what we were lacking was Demir rogues didn't have enough. So that's good. There it is, people. The broken card. we say it's broken. But this is obviously a variant you're going to play in an ultimatum. I think you're going to see a lot of people try to make this ultimatum thing work.
Mm, I mean, this is good in like Commander, where you can play a lot of the old gods that are all indestructible, or like when they die, they go back to your hand. But the new gods don't have any of that kind of stuff on them, so
Yeah.
I don't.
I still see Genesis Ultimatum and this pairing up because it's just craziness that somehow the arena allows to exist.
I
I
like
don't know.
the lantern effect on it. The As long as you control six or more lands, all your lands have tap
Oh
and
yeah,
of any
that
color.
that that's pretty cool too. So by the time you get to 6, you can correct your mana color. That's kind
Yeah.
of cool. If you haven't corrected your mana issues by the time you get 6 mana though, I mean, I feel like maybe you're playing the wrong
Well,
game.
no, this is in a Wooburg, you would imagine.
Yeah, it
So,
definitely is.
all right.
Ah,
Before we
all right.
start cracking the 10, I'm gonna go use the bathroom.
All right.
I'll be right
I'm
back.
going to sit here and we'll see how far we've made it on our not too far in the vault. I would have thought we would have been cracking that vault further.
What's it up to? Like 140?
135 right now. Yeah, pretty weird. Oh, let's see what else we got. Anything good here? Draft tokens. Yay, I like draft tokens. 139 commons though, and 123 uncommons and rares. That's pretty neat. It is neat. 150 packs left. What was I? This is what happens. So for anyone on the stream that knows little about Magic, you probably all do. But if you the real trick is to grind your dailies to get gold. So I literally clicked 150 of these little nuggets to get all these packs. I won these all just by winning daily games, and yeah, so they reward you for obsessing.
Yeah, this man plays a lot of Magic.
I like standard. I'm better at standard than EDH. I do enjoy EDH, and I think I'm actually becoming a better standard player because I'm playing EDH for sure. But I do like standard because the way to play it is not play meta decks. I know what everyone else is playing, and then I tailor decks to troll them.
Yep.
All
All
right,
right,
here we go. Open 10. Big.
let's
This
do
is
it.
all just this is the big stuff. All right. Whoa. That's adventurous. Now the missing pathways were put into this set,
Very
and they're all
nice.
so that's cool. Reflections of this. If enters a battle type, choose a creature type whenever you cast a spell of that chosen type. Copy that spell.
Ooh.
Oh,
I
good
mean,
lord.
it's 5 mana, so I feel like it's fair. But yeah, this
Ugh. Do we need this?
when that goes down onto the board in a commander game,
It's over
you need to get rid of that as soon as
immediately.
possible. Yeah.
There's the War Master again. Cosmic Elixir. At the beginning of your end step, draw a card. If your life total is greater than the starting life total, otherwise you gain 2.
I like
Life.
it.
That's I like this. I like this card a lot. This doesn't feel bad for 4. I like this.
Yeah.
Let's see. Death. There's more death touch. Look at this guy. He looks mean. What is his problem though? He's got these like little short legs. I feel like something happened wrong in the genetic pool with this guy.
Look at his boast.
Target player searches their library for a card, then shuffles their and it says target player.
So he's a death toucher, and every time you declare him as attacker, your opponent's not going to want to block because he's got death touch, and you boast to tutor.
Wow. Or even worse yet, make sure he's got another land on top of his deck. No, it's target player
No, because
searches a
they
card.
search their yeah, you want
Yeah.
to use it on
What?
yourself.
Why would you say target player? Is this just like the politics thing that you add into EDH? Why would you do this?
Yeah,
Why would?
I think they've been gravitating towards always saying target player rather than you in like almost all of those types of cards.
Yeah.
Just to leave the options open.
There's the necromancer. If non-target creature an opponent controls then died, exile that card with an ice counter on it. An ice counter. You may cast spell from among cards and exile your opponent owns with ice counters on them. Oh,
You spend mana from
that's
snow as if it's any mana to cast those spells.
interesting.
That's very cool.
That is cool. Yeah, and it's a cleric too, so it's got that going for it. Here's another god, finally. A legendary creature god, Death Touch. This is a... Oh, what? That is not a 6/6 for 3.
Yeah, he's got the downside on him.
At the beginning of your upkeep, exile 2 cards from your graveyard if you can't. Oh, oh, well, so Golgari Mill, you put this out and you're hoping to end the game before you get run out of graveyard.
I don't like this card at all.
Hmm.
It just feels bad. Both sides.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I would ever play it. Not Egon, and it's some sort of call to the Ghostbusters, I guess.
Maybe
That's
there's probably some sort of combo or synergy that I don't understand yet, but just looking at this card in a vacuum, it just looks bad, especially compared to like that red god that we saw.
yeah, it's not in the same class. Yeah,
No.
for sure not. Yep. All right, here we go.
Pew!
All right, to the new ones. Search for glory. Search your library for a snow permanent card, legendary card, or a saga card. Reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. You gain 1 life for each amount of snow spent to cast a spell.
Okay, so new commander staple.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, I can
another
see.
another enlightened tutor. Well,
Very,
even better than enlightened tutor.
yeah, because you gain life. Blessing of Frost. Distribute X +1/+1 counters among creatures where X is the amount of snow. More snow mechanic. Then draw a card for each creature you control that's gone over 4. That's
I like that
that.
a lot.
Yep. This is, as I said, some of the missing. This is another of the missing ones.
Yep,
But
the pathways.
okay, so this one I've heard a lot of murmurings about Seraph Realm Eater, about it being OP and broken. I don't know. I read this a couple times when Merchant went over it, and I'm like, I don't know. So whenever an opponent controls is whenever a permanent an opponent controls is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on the Realm Eater. At the beginning of your upkeep, if it has 1 or more +1/+1 counters, you may remove all of them. If you do, exile each permanent with a cost under that counter cost. The CMC has to be below the counter. So if you collected a bunch of 5 counters, you could use it as a kind of an Ugin effect.
Mm.
But I don't know. I think it's too much text. I don't like that already. So the paragraph had lost me. I don't know, man. I don't see. It's too janky. It seems like it's a janky thing. I don't know.
Yeah, it does feel a little it feels more like a board wipe than it does like a recurring threat kind of thing.
Right,
And
right.
and
Because
even then it's a slow board wipe because you have to wait. Like let's say you drop this, you kill a bunch of creatures somehow, either on your turn or on their turn, and you have to wait for it to come back around to your upkeep. And if
right.
Seraph is still alive at that point, your opponent has done something wrong.
So play, I could see it. I mean, if you were a nut, you could sideboard it and go Gary. If you came up against Lesnia tokens, you could put it in there as a token wipe for 1 every time to board wipe a bunch of tokens. It would also eat the tokens of Scoot Swarm, right? Because they're 0 CMC.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. If yeah, this has some interesting interactions outside of the text of the card where just finding other ways to put a counter onto it, like at instant
Right.
speed at the end of your opponent's or at the end of your opponent's turn, and
So
then
what
wiping out all their tokens at your upkeep.
I thought Hydra's growth on this, and then you have an infinite supply of them, and I was like, would I do that? Would I waste Hydra growth on this just because of that? If I don't know, maybe
Hmm.
Hydra growth both 3. So basically, by turn 4, you could have this out with Hydra growth on it.
Right.
So I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm still not in love with it. I read it. I wasn't like immediately saying, "Oh, I'm making a deck out of that."
it feels gimmicky. Yeah, I agree.
It Yeah. First strike, boast abilities you activate cost 1 to activate for each dragon you control.
Ooh,
Boast. Look at that. Oh my
wow.
god, I didn't read that. Oh my god. Oh my god.
This is really good.
That's great, dude. Oh, I could see this happening.
S-
Oh.
So worst case scenario, you play this on an empty board. It's a 2/2 first strike. Oddly doesn't have flying. Oh, I guess he's standing on the mountain there, so
Yeah.
2/2 first strike. The first dragon, when you attack with him, costs 5. And then the next turn, you're swinging in with a 5/5 flyer and him, and the dragon costs 4, and then 3, and then 2, and then 1.
Wow. Wow. Yeah. Wow. I like this a lot. I'm gonna this is the first red card that I saw besides the god that I was like, yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely fiddling with this.
I think this card would be probably overpowered, but I would like it a lot more if it was haste instead of first strike.
Yeah, definitely haste would I don't know if,
So
yeah.
you could play it onto a board of a couple of dragons
Oh.
and immediately swing and get the boasts.
Oh my god. Oh. Oh, that's terrible.
Good
Who
card.
who Yeah, good card. I'm liking that. Let's see what we got here. We got another Angel Berserker. Oh, wow. I love that artwork.
Black Angel.
Yeah. Flying hexproof from planeswalkers. That's interesting.
I don't think I've ever seen that text before.
Yeah, that's sacrifice a creature. Each opponent sacrifices a creature or planeswalker. Very cool for that kind of. This will see some play.
This is a
I
very
would
good
play this.
card. Yeah.
I like this a lot. Yeah,
We didn't see
dude.
the card to the right, the red one. We haven't seen yet.
Reckless Crew. Create X 2/1/1/2/1 Red Dwarf Berserker creatures, where X is the number of vehicles you control plus the number of equipment you control. For
Oh,
each of those tokens, you may attach an equipment you control. Tokens! Yeah, we're gonna drive the car. Hey, we're going streaking through the quad. Look at them. They are angry too. That's like
this is awesome. I love this card.
it feels super janky but super fun, right? I
Yeah,
mean,
just
why wouldn't you want to do this?
this card is an amazing way to recuperate after a board wipe in Boros.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
you have a bunch of equipment out, or
Oh
all
yeah, because that's a thing
all of
now.
your creatures get destroyed by some sort of board wipe effect, and then you play this, and for each equipment you control, you create a 2/1 and attach that equipment to them however you like. Wait, what is the wording on this? For each of the tokens, you may attach an equipment. So you can only attach one equipment to each token. You can't
But
stack them
still,
all on
dude.
one. But
Yeah,
yeah,
but still, I mean, with Maul of the Skyclaves and the whatever the spear thing is
yeah,
and all that, you're gonna see a lot of this.
I like this card a lot.
Yeah, pretty neat, man. Pretty neat. All right, 10 more. Here we go. This is kind of fun. When do you get to open 10 mythics and rares and all this stuff? Holy crap! Here we go. Another Rakdos saga. Or is it did we have a Rect? Yeah, I think this is the second one.
Yeah,
Create a
this is the
2/3
second
demon
one. Yeah.
berserk. Create a 2/3 red demon berserker creature with token with menace. That's cool. Whenever a berserker attacks his turn, you draw a card and you lose 1 life. Great. That's good. Add 1 red for each berserker you control until the end of a turn. You don't lose this mana as steps and phases end.
Huh. I was seeing a lot
Well,
of berserkers coming up, and I was wondering if there was going to be any payoff. So here you go.
there it is. Yeah. Boom. There's another one of those. That's good.
Yep.
Legendary God.
I've seen this
Turgid.
one. MTG Goldfish revealed this one as well.
Whenever an opponent sacrifices a non-token permanent or discard permanent, you may put the card from the graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. Oh, there's another creature kind of like that in
Yep.
black, isn't there? Yeah.
Yeah, it's the it's like a demon cleric or
Yeah.
a
Yep.
zombie cleric that does the same thing.
Same thing. Yep. Target player. The other side of it is the artifact is target player loses 3 life unless you sacrifice a non. I actually like the second side of this better than the first.
Yeah, the lantern is brutal. And then
Yeah.
and then you can pay 4 to untap to do it again.
Oh,
Good
brutal.
good mana sink.
Yeah, I'm actually I like this card not so much. I mean, I guess the god's all right if you need it, but I think I like the lantern. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think both sides of that are really good. Although the lantern side is pretty annoying to
Yeah.
to be playing against.
Oh, brutal. All right. More is it Saga battle? More another giant one.
Yep.
Another giant. Is that a thing now? Is that what there is that the new thing?
Yeah, I think most of the giants that we've seen have been, if not all of them, have been. Oh no, we saw a couple green ones, I think, but most of
Yeah,
them
there's a
have been either red or blue.
yeah. Whenever you cast a spell with converted mana, cost of 5 or greater this turn, draw 2 cards and discard a card. All right, so more card advantage, which is kind of Zet's thing, playing off maybe some of the enchantments that create yeah, flyers and other Izzet things that Izzet does.
I think that saga, like even 5 mana for just the first part of the saga, is good.
Yeah, you're probably Scry 3 is for Izzet, Sky 3, dude. That's huge.
No, I'm
Sets up
saying
your
the board wipe
Oh, yeah, yeah.
right when you play it, hits the battlefield, and like theoretically, if the opponent's stuff isn't too big,
Yeah.
it's gonna
Oh,
take 4 loyalty off all their planeswalkers.
ugh.
Assuming
Yeah.
you're running all giants, you don't get impacted at all.
But that's the only thing about is it though is it doesn't really play an overwhelming amount of ramps. So 5 is still kind of expensive for is it right now. I
True.
can't, you know. So I don't know. Maybe God of Kinship. Here we go. Legendary God. As long as you control 3 or more legendary creatures, gets +4/+2 and has vigilance. That's cool. Look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may. You know what's funny? Isn't there a blue card that makes everything legendary?
Probably.
It's a commander. It's an older one. It's a merfolk. What is her name?
I don't remember.
The Empress. Empress Gal something or another. Yeah, I don't know. But somebody will know it. But yeah, I don't know. Let's see. What's the second half of this artifact nonsense? Does it do anything good?
This
What kind
card
of
feels like it would be extremely good in the what's her name? Weatherlight.
Yeah.
That white commander that can uh like fetch legendaries and recur legendaries out of your
Oh yeah,
graveyard.
yeah, yeah. Because it plays into the whole theme of it. Yeah. Okay. So as out of the 99, but not directly the commander. Sure.
Right.
Yeah. Spend this mana only to cast a creature spell of the chosen type. So this is interesting too. Of a chosen type or a legendary Ah. So as Ringheart enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. So you can I'm not in love with the artifact.
An
I don't like that.
interesting thing about this card that's different than I think Miri Weatherlight, I think is the white card's name. Um, is that so she's Wooburg, she's all 5 colors,
Yep.
and the deck generally gravitates towards being super friends, where you just
Yeah, this
play all of the good planeswalkers from every color. And an interesting thing about that is that this god, everywhere that it's talking about legendary things, specifically says they have to be creatures. They cannot be
right.
planeswalkers.
y-
So
Right.
maybe this doesn't fit into that deck like I was thinking.
Yeah, I'm not of the god cards, this is the one I'm never gonna play.
I mean, this is way better than what was that? The first black one we saw.
Oh yeah,
The
that thing was oh, you're right. That one was worse.
Not the God
Yeah,
of
for sure.
Fear, the other one.
Yeah, that one was terrible. Here, get rid of all your cards out of the graveyard and cause yeah, okay, great. Here we go with our first is it we haven't seen too many planeswalkers.
Yep. This is
Elves you
the
can
this Tyvar card. This is we saw that card earlier. That was
Oh,
The
right.
Golgari Saga that pulled this out of your.
So
out
this
of
is
your
what you're
graveyard.
pulling, and let's see why. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature and gains Death Touch, so that's awesome. Death Touch Elves. Oh, I kind of like
Yeah,
this.
Golgari, Death Touch Elves.
When you cast an elf spell, you gain haste until wow, and draw 2 cards. Wow. I like that. I don't know about I don't even know that I would ever actually minus ultimate this guy,
No.
right? You just keep this guy on there pooping tokens and freaking giving everything death touch.
Yeah, and he's got the great passive effect of giving all of your turning all your elves into uh,
Mana.
mean versions of Llanowar elves.
Yeah, dude. I'm thinking
Swampy,
this guy he hits your field and he stays there. And
swampy
yeah,
elves.
swampy elves, dark elves. Yeah. Awesome. I like that. I like him. I actually think this is a pretty cool card.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I've always liked elves, so I like the Golgari Death Touch elves.
Yeah, and even look at the token. They've made him like I'm not a Llanowar. This isn't your dad's Llanowar.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. Sounds good. Take it easy. Take it easy. Got
Rakdos. It's
gotta
Tybalt's.
lies. There's Tybalt. He's back. And what is this? Is this a god that is a planeswalker?
Yeah, it's a god on one side, planeswalker on the other side.
What? That's the first time we've seen that. We haven't seen that yet in the set, have we?
Nope. I don't think
Huh.
we've seen any modal dual face cards that have a planeswalker on the other side.
That's crazy. When the Valky enters the battlefield, each opponent reveals their hand for each opponent. Each creature card they reveal them away, the Valky leaves the battlefield. Okay. Choose a creature card with Valky. Man, I don't know. Yeah, X becomes a copy of that. So for 2, you can exile and X. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
It's okay. I mean,
yeah, it's
it's
not.
kind of it's like what's it called? The Fiend Hunter.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah,
Except
yeah, yeah.
except you're exiling them out of their hand and instead of on
Off the
from the
battlefield.
battlefield.
Yeah. Exile the top card of each player's library for +2. Exile target artifact or creature. That's kind of the Liliana effect.
Hold on. As Tybalt enters the battlefield, you get an emblem with you may play cards exiled with Tybalt, Cosmic Imposter, and spend mana as though it were any color to cast those spells.
Oh, wait, 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 wait. So that's incredible.
He has an emblem on ETB,
That's crazy.
but it only interacts with him as a
Right.
planeswalker.
And it's only things he exiles, so not in
Right.
general exiles. So you have to keep them on the field and alive to enjoy the reaping of the exiled cards. The thing that's weird though is you exile from your graveyard and your opponents. So ideally you're stealing their crap, right? You put Robber of the Rich in here and some other stuff to steal. So this is kind of like I want to play your deck better than you because my deck sucks. So I'm going to build this deck so I can play your deck.
Well, you're also his +2, assuming Tybalt lives, is essentially just saying draw a card
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
because you
Yeah.
can play the cards that you're exiling from your deck with his emblem.
And at 7 mana, I mean, this is late game, obviously. So you got the Valky to give you something to do with the card so it doesn't just take up space.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't
Still
know.
seven
It,
seven mana, dude.
yeah, it's very impactful, but anytime you play a card that doesn't really, because you're not going to have enough mana. The turn you play him, you're going to drop him for 7.
Yeah.
You're going to +2 him. So if you +2 him, you spent 7 mana to play him, you +2 him, right?
Right.
You exile some cards. I think what's going to happen with this card more often than not is you're going to -3 him and then he's going to die.
Oh yeah, for sure. Cause it's just a seven mana removal. Because who's gonna let that stick around?
Right.
There's no way.
Right.
And even his you got 2 turns of plussing before you can you what's his ultimate, which is exile all cards from all graveyards. And then you
That's a really low clock
yeah.
compared to most ultimates. His ultimate is actually not very good.
Well, no, because if you do everything in the graveyard, it means you can cast them. you get 3 extra mana, and you already got at least 8, so that gives you 11 mana to cast everything that's from all graveyards.
I guess it depends on what type of deck you're playing against, because generally, like, you're dropping this, hopefully you're dropping this on turn 7, and
Yeah.
then you're alting it on turn 9. Like,
Yeah.
how many cards are realistically going to be in the graveyard on turn 9, you know?
Well, if you're playing my Inquisition deck, they're everything they've played.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I do have a variant there. I used to, you know what this actually takes the place of? I used to have the variant, it was captive audience, right? I used to wait to turn 7 that drop captive audience on you, and I guess this is what I would want to replace that with. Turn 7, I drop this instead of captive audience on you.
Yeah. This is it's definitely you need to do something about this card or you die.
Right.
But
And I'm doing it because this is super janky, and I've kept myself alive just to play this card, so god damn it, you're gonna respect it.
it's so expensive and it's so slow.
Yeah. Awesome. Those are some fun cards.
I really like that elf.
Yeah, let's see, the new ones here are these two. Only hey, look at that myth. Hey, where we're at 137, creeping up pretty slow. Toski, the bearer of secrets. Is that a
Ooh,
flying squirrel?
this is the deck that Mark played.
That's right.
Yep.
It- yep. Indestructible squirrel commander. The spell can't be countered. Toski Bear Secrets attacks combative whenever a creature you control deals combat damage. That player draws uh, damage to a player, draw a card. So Toski, if it can sneak through, will get you card advantage, and you can't get rid of it very easily. And Commander, it's
Yep.
gonna recurse forever.
I'm gonna
There he is.
I'm gonna take it upon myself to make. I know that Mark attempted to make a squirrel tribal, but he ended up killing everyone with plants, so I call that cheating. I'm gonna make a real squirrel tribal deck,
oh,
and it's gonna be awful.
oh. the
I'm not
gauntlet has been thrown
I'm
down.
not gonna play. I might play the one changeling that you pay X to make all of your creatures XX,
Oh my god!
but the majority of it is just gonna be squirrels,
Wow! Wow!
and it's gonna be awful.
Oh, here we go with the Simek Saga Part 10. Create 2 shapeshifters,
Look at
and
the
then and
look at the art on this card.
oh Jesus, what is
It's
that?
like a dude holding a scepter with two bears like with cloaks on.
Where? Oh my God! I didn't. I was looking at the other
Oh no,
art. Look at that.
there's four bears, four bears.
Oh yeah, what are they doing?
There's like little bears coming out of the hoods. All
We
right.
never knew
Create
Little Red Riding Hood was up to bullshit. Now we
create a
know.
2/2 blue shapeshifter creature token with changeling. Any number of target shapeshifter creatures you control have base power and toughness 4/4,
That's
and
good
then
for that changeling stuff.
choose up to one target creature or planeswalker. Each creature with power 4 or greater you control deals damage equal to its power to that permanent.
I love it. That's pretty good for 3 mana, dude. You can't really complain about this CMC on this. As a 3 drop, you could. There's a lot worse 3 drops, right?
I'm thinking of interactions that you can do with the third chapter of this saga here, where you're somehow redirecting the damage with like a hostile enchantment or something,
Yeah.
redirecting all of that damage to the player's face.
Oh, oh, like a brash taunter or something. You do like I guess you could, right? Brash taunter would be the end game on this.
Yeah, or Stuffy Doll
Stuffy doll.
would also work because you can choose your own creature and then have
Yep.
all of your big stompers hit that creature, and then you redirect all of that damage to the opponent.
oh, we're definitely going to see this card in play for sure. Oh, that's
Nice,
hilarious.
nice, Mark,
I, d-
nice. He said four bears or four bears.
Oh, oh, nobody needed that. All right, what do we got new here? We got another angel-y thing. Create a 4/4 white angel warrior token with flying. If the spell was foretold, create X of those tokens instead.
Holy shit.
But look at it's XX though, so that I forget how that works, but that's not cheap.
I mean, you get a 4/4 angel for 3 or
Right,
two of them for 5.
right.
So that's 8 of power for 5 or 12 for 7. So you're growing by 2 power for every
Yeah,
2 mana.
yeah.
So
That's
it's
pretty
it's
good.
it's getting better the more you spend on it.
Yeah, that's
And
I'm
even
definitely playing this
even
card.
even the base case, 3 mana for a 4/4 flying vigilance is pretty good.
Wow. Yeah, and yeah, even just for a four, yeah, I mean, in a pinch it's not bad for what it is, but it's even better for what it could be.
I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a cool card. I dig that. A white god. I don't know that we've seen a white god yet.
Nope. We've
Creatures you
seen reference to him.
Oh yeah, Halvar. God of battle. Creatures you control that have enchanted or equipped have oh, this is gonna be the Boros equipment god. I can see it.
Yeah,
Uh,
how does the angel card that we were just looking at, how does that compare mana wise to Entreat the Angels? Let me look.
Entreat the angels
Yeah.
or
Yeah, let me look up Entreat the Angels. So that one is Entreat the Angels is the miracle card. That's X white white to put X flying's white angels, but they only don't have vigilance. So
yeah.
it's much better if you can miracle and treat the angels, but if you can't miracle and treat the angels, then
So this is your budget entreat.
no, Starnheim is much better if you can't miracle out
Oh, I
the
see.
entreat. Yeah.
Yep. It's a cool card though, man. That's super cool. And the foretold on that's great.
I love Foretell. I'm really liking Foretell.
Look at this, man. What does he give you? Equip creature gets touching whenever you equip creature dies. Return it to its owner's hand. Oh. You know, the creature side of this kind of you may attach it or is all right. The equipment, I think, is the winner, right? Because you can board wipes, whatever your big stompy creature is, just bring him back, bring him back, bring him back.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you play Mark, it doesn't matter because he's going to counter it anyway. He's going to even counter this before you even get on the field. So it just literally doesn't matter. Maskwood Nexus. Creatures you control or every creature. Oh, is this the more changeling stuff? Look the shapeshifter. That's their token for shapeshifter is the thing.
Mark, we're on Discord if you want to come chat.
Yeah, dude, just totally pop in the Discord. You can be on streaming with us.
Although we're in the 314 Discord, I'm not sure if you have that one. We're not in the Magic Discord. I suppose we should be in the Magic Discord since we're doing Magic.
Do you want to hop over to that? Oh wait, we'd have to. That would be a deal.
Yeah, because then we'd have to redo the share.
Uh, oh yeah.
I got it. I'll post the 314 over in the Magic if he wants to join.
All right.
So I do have to go back to webcam for a minute because I'm doing
All right.
Discord stuff.
All right. I will hold this for Mark so he can
Yeah,
enjoy.
you can open the next 10.
Pop it. See if we get anything new. Oh, that was one. That was weak. It's not even new. That's weak. Weak sauce.
Wait, what just happened?
I opened one pack by accident.
Oh,
Nothing good came out of it. I know one pack. Peasant. There we go. Oh, this is the card. This is the card.
wow.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. I like this card a lot. For 5, you get a board wipe, and you don't have to pay it all. So it's really a 3 board wipe. This is great. This is a fantastic card.
What what does this even compare to? Kaya's Wrath?
Uh, is it closer to yeah, Kaya's Wrath, but you don't have the
Wait, no.
Kaya's Wrath.
Kaya's
Not
is
Kaya's Wrath.
2 and 2, right?
Shatter. This guy's 4.
Is there any board wipe that's 3 mana?
3 mana board wipe. Oh, Cry of Carnaum.
Cry of the Carnarium in
Yeah,
Rakdos?
that's
There's no
3.
3-mana board wipe that is unconditional.
Right.
Yeah.
This is it.
You've got citywide bust and like black minus X sweepers.
Welcome, Mark.
Welcome, Mark.
Hello.
Yeah. All right. That's I still love this card. This card's great. How can you this is like an instant 4 in your deck if you're playing the right white type of control.
How do I make this, Casey? How do I make your screen bigger so I can see it? It's like a tiny window.
I think there's a little
Yeah, there's a full screen button in the bottom right.
There we go. All right.
Here
Annie,
we go. This is what I was talking about. We need more boast with haste.
this is your guy then. Broken brow, and he has a broken bow apparently.
What is in his skull?
That's not his skull. That's his. Is that his skull or is that his horn? Is that a horn?
I think it's a
What is that?
tooth.
That's a tooth.
I think
That
there's
might
a
be a
tooth sticking out of his skull from like a fight that he had with some beast.
And it says in the flavor text, if you read, I headbutted a troll and won.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Ah.
So the boast. Oh, you can only activate boast once each turn. I didn't realize that. Okay, this is not as great as I thought. Or some of
Yeah.
the other boast cards, I should say, are not as great as I thought.
Yeah. Have you guys come across that black one, the boast that tutors of
Yes, we
NV1?
saw the
Yeah.
tutor, the auto tutor. We saw that for sure.
Wait, so what does the boast on the Berserker do?
Base power to 1 plus the greatest. Oh wow!
That's not.
I don't
that
know,
great.
man. Plus the greatest power among the creatures you control until the end of the turn.
Yeah, so if you have a 10/10, you can
Right.
pay 1 to make Arnie into an 11/3.
Right, and he is legendary though, so it limits. I mean, yeah, he's 1. I guess it's just he seems better than he should be. He's probably his appeal is great, but in practicality, he's probably not that great.
I think he can be a pretty good finisher though because of the haste. So and he's so cheap too. He's what, 2 and a red to play?
Right. So if you got one big stompy and he's blocking it with 1 token every turn, you put him out with haste, and then now you got 2 of them, and now suck it, Trebek.
Right. Yeah, he
Right.
just ends the game.
Yep. So here's a what is this thing? Vampire Dragon.
A vampire dragon. Have we seen a vampire dragon before?
Mark, you're the expert on the lore of
There's
magic.
got to be one, right?
I want to say it's a first, but I'd have to look it up.
Predator becomes tapped. Exile up to 1 target card from a graveyard and put a +1. Oh.
So every time he attacks,
Yep,
he
you
gets
exile the thing that he's trying, like a Woe Strider or
from a graveyard.
not
So
your
you can use your
graveyard.
opponent's. Yep.
Yep. Very handy, especially with what is that stupid blue card that you use to grab all the cards recursively out of your graveyard? I don't know.
All right, so I just looked it up. There is another vampire dragon.
Oh.
It is appropriately called vampiric dragon.
That sounds like a 6th edition card.
Yeah.
Looks like it's from a dual deck or something.
All right, moving off the dragon. Obviously,
first printing was Odyssey.
For a 3/3 flyer with that effect, I mean, you would think it doesn't have a lot of play, but with all the Golgari and the recursion that's happening these days, there is a call for this, right?
It's I would call it a 4/4 flyer for 4.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Yeah, because the first time you
Yep. He gets his 1/1 as soon as you attack.
Yeah. So this is fine. I like this card.
Yeah.
I'll play him.
It's fair. It's good. It's not great.
All right.
It's fair.
Mark, this is you. No, and actually, this is both of you.
Right.
Control maniacs. Create a bird, and you gain 2 life. That's all right. Whenever one more creatures with Azorius Flyers. This is for the Flyers variant.
Look at
and
that
then you can
player's hand and draw a card.
Oh, good lord! I don't like that. I don't like those. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that.
No, banned.
Yeah, this is not going to be good.
This is
You
like
think
that stupid black card that everyone was playing.
Mastermind's Acquisition?
Yes, when MTGA first came out, and they just had 20 different answers for everything.
Yeah.
In the sideboard.
Yeah.
It's like a worse Fae of Wishes, though, isn't it?
Yeah, Fae of Wishes though is I guess it is. Is it worse? Fae of Wishes is 4, right? This is 3, but it's 2 turns away.
You can also play it as a 1/4 flyer on turn 2 against an aggro deck.
Right, and you get the advantage of saying, I'm going to play I got a chump blocker, and then I get this Saga Chapter 2, which I don't care about, but by Chapter 3, I'm going to board wipe you.
Yep.
That's exactly how that plays out. Awesome. Rally of the Ranks. As Rally of the Ranks enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Creatures you control. Oh, get +1+. I like this. This is what do you call it?
Just straight, pretty vanilla Anthem card.
Yep. Yeah, nice. But it's only 2, which is the latest Anthem card is like 3, right? So this is a turn 2 Anthem, which has a 2-drop. I like. I like white weenies. That's kind of my one of my jams. So
yeah.
Don't hate the messenger. Here's a Snow Kraken. Didn't you talk about this? A Snow Kraken?
Yeah, so this is a 12 CMC card.
Oh my god. I didn't even see that. I was just looking at whatever. I was trying to figure out what it was.
1 less for each snow land you control. Not snow permanent, snow land.
Right.
So you could ideally cast this on turn 6 if you play a snow land every turn.
Right. But his second effect is what gets you, right? It's a permanent icy.
Artifacts and creatures target opponent controls don't untap during their next. So it's a freeze, and then returned as a separate clause, return 3 snow lands you control to their owner's hand to return the Kraken back to its owner's hand. Oh, so you can keep their board frozen.
Yeah, this is weird. It feels janky. Who's that guy? You guys ever watch that guy Mono Black Magic? He's a streamer.
This is a bit weird. I'm not sure that I like this card.
Yeah, it's weird, but that guy's going to definitely make a deck around this, a historic, for sure.
I think I'd rather play Cure if that's the Sea God.
Yeah, I mean for that kind of mana, because then you get your guy, then you get to steal something of theirs.
Yeah, I mean you get to 8/8, you get to freeze them and steal something.
Yeah,
7 mana versus potentially 6, but
pretty wild, man.
Mark, did you hear my my earlier challenge that I gave to myself?
Oh, what's your?
I'm gonna make a CEDH squirrel deck.
I already made one though.
No,
he has
plants.
Problems with it. Yes.
No plants. You can't just put a bunch of tokens with some squirrels and call it a squirrel deck.
Speaking of the
There's
squirrel,
not that many squirrels though.
Speaking of the squirrel,
yep.
There he is.
There's Toski.
Bask in his glory, everyone. Bask in his glory.
the man.
That was incredible, dude. I told you when you played it, that deck was really, really cool, Mark.
Yeah, it was. You won that game,
was,
right? I think I remember you winning that game, or you
Oh,
killed me at least.
I've played two games with the deck. It won one.
Yeah. That was of the brews you've done, and I really liked the standard one you did with all. I think you did Simek, every card in standard. That was cool, but this one was cooler. I really liked your squirrel deck. This is the guy that escaped us. I clicked on it too quick and it went away. So this is the
New Kaya.
new Kaya.
Kaya
Yeah.
inexorable.
What the? I can't read that. What's this? What
Put
is
a
it?
ghost form counter on up to one target non-token creature. Could you stop? When this creature dies or goes to exile, return it to its owner's hand and create a 1/1 spirit creature token with flying. -3 exile target non-land permanent.
Yep.
And then yeah, the ultimate text is scrolling off the bottom of the card here.
Yeah.
You get an emblem with, at the beginning of your upkeep, you may cast a legendary spell from your hand, from your graveyard, or from among cards you own in exile without paying its mana cost.
That's pretty cool. The ultimate's really cool.
I like this. It's five mana is such an awkward spot.
Yeah, because there's at
like
5
any
mana,
card.
there's a ton of cards I want to play with that are at 5. And
Yeah.
the way I've been doing standard decks, I don't put a whole bunch of janky spells that are at 5. That's usually I reserve for, less than 4 or 5 cards in a deck that are going to be a 5 or above.
I can like we said with the other Planeswalker, I think the majority of the time this is just gonna be a 5 mana exile target online permanent.
And then it's gone.
And then it dies.
Yeah. Yeah. That and that was kind of Liliana. I stopped playing Liliana because that's what it was. I would get rid of the creature I wanted and then it would die and never get to start discarding their hand.
Yep.
So all right. What is this thing? Oh, did you see this thing, Mark? The Sanctum?
Indestructible counters.
Yeah. Did you see that?
He's dead. Move on.
Ah.
There he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the gods are not indestructible in this set.
Right. But this one makes anything a god, though. It doesn't have to be a god. Your Llanowar elf can be a god. It's the god of Llanowar elves.
I could turn Toski, Bearer of Secrets, into a god and then make him indestructible.
He's already indestructible.
Well, now he's indestructible twice. and he's a legendary creature, squirrel god.
He could be.
I don't know what sounds cooler, squirrel god or god squirrel.
Oh, good lord! Pyre of Heroes. Here we go.
Squirrel god.
All right, what is this thing? What am I looking at here? It's an artifact. Search the library for a creature or card that shares a creature type of sacrifice creature and converted mana cost of 1 plus that creature's converted mana cost.
This is a birthing pod.
Yeah, and this happens over and over again. Wow. It's not sacrifice. No, it's sack a creature. Doesn't have to be a permanent. Could have been a token.
Right. Sacrifice a creature, not even a non-token creature.
Right. Yeah. So you poof out something.
Yeah, George is saying it's a birthing pod for tribal in colorless. So you can play it in any tribal deck of any color.
Yeah, for sure.
Not just green.
This is a good card. Two mana. This is there's not much downside here.
Yeah, you can sack your elf tokens to go fetch like one CMC elves out of your deck and drop them right onto the battlefield.
Yeah, and get all the ETB and all the good stuff that goes with it.
I like this card a lot.
Yeah, it's a good card. Runeforge Champion. Dwarf Warrior. When Runeforge Champion enters the battlefield, you may search your library or graveyard for a rune card. Oh, great. Review it and put it into your hand. If you search your library this way, shuffle it. You may pay 1 rather than pay the mana cost of the rune spells you cast. Oh.
Wow.
That's kind of cool.
That's legit.
Yeah.
It'd be better if there were more runes.
Yeah, there's like a handful of them that we've come across. Nothing
I
that was
think
like,
there's
oh,
one for each color. That's it.
Yeah.
all right. This is the other white god. It's got some sort of shield. Good. What is it? 3 mana, you get a
Is
2/3 fly and vigilance.
is this
That's
one?
pretty
Is this
good.
Wonder Woman?
It looks it. Totally is. Non-creature spells your opponent's cast with
I'm
convert.
annoyed that it's not an angel though.
True.
I do, however, like the fact that it does lock down your opponent. It's a what do you
Snow
call
lands your opponent's control enter the battlefield tapped.
it? But it's converted mana costs of 4 or greater cost 2 more to cast. So their turn 2 green stompy questing beast is now going to be a turn 3.
Hmm. Yeah, for 3 mana, that 2/3, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. If a sorcerer opponent controls would deal damage to a permanent you control, prevent one of that damage, whether you or another permanent you control at target spell, unless it's control play. Oh,
Wow, I
that's
like the
pretty
shield.
cool.
It's a lot of little annoying, like prison type of effects almost.
Yeah, does this fall into the category of what you call hate bears? Would you put this in?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely I would say the first ability is like a pillow fort ability, but the second one is definitely hate bears.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. I
I
like
think
this
if you're
card.
playing some sort of like hate bear deck in historic, this might have a place if enough people are playing Snowlands.
Yeah,
I mean, the fact that it's a 2/3 flyer with vigilance is pretty good. Most
So,
hate bears are like basic 2/2s, so they're kind of weak on offense.
right.
yeah. We're 2/3 of the way through, and I got my first
I
Rakdos.
was really interested to see that have the first sign on it. I was like, how have we not seen this yet?
Yeah,
I guess they're rare. I didn't realize that they were
they
rare,
are
the
rare,
pathways.
and I need a play set of them, so I'm gonna pay for them. But in case you didn't see, Mark, that's my mythics, and that's my wild card stash right now.
Yeah.
Seems good. But then
Yes,
again, you do play this game for a living, so
yeah, it's pretty good. All right, Magda, Brazen Outlaw.
Legendary dwarf berserker. All
Yeah, here
right,
we go.
here's our dwarf. Oh my god. Whenever a dwarf you control becomes tapped, create a treasure token. Sacrifice 5
What?
treasures, search for an artifact or a dragon, put it onto the battlefield, and then shuffle your library.
Oh, that seems good. That seems good. Wow.
I think
So
this card's amazing.
this is
This card,
amazing.
this is great.
You put this into like cuz all of the vehicles are artifact, right?
Yeah.
So this
Yep.
this could be like a huge vehicle enabler.
Yeah. I don't know. I could just see this card. I mean, look, it's for 2 mana. I mean, Jesus. Which 2/1 isn't amazing, but you also get the plus effect on your dwarves, right? So in a dwarf tribal, why not?
Yeah, I like this card a lot.
Yeah, even if you never get around to, putting out, I mean, still that effect's amazing, especially in a lot of the if you're doing like some sort of dwarf aggro brew. Ah, another one. Yes. This
Nice.
is the card, Mark. I'm telling you. That's gonna be a staple in my deck. Ah, the blue god. What the hell is this thing?
It's a vehicle on the other side.
Oh, that's the first. That's definitely every one of those colors had something wacky or unique about one of their gods. I think
Uh,
so.
Pretty much.
some of them are just like artifacts.
But there's two gods in each, right? And
Yeah,
they're all one of
we
them
saw
is
the planeswalker on Rakdos,
yeah.
and now we're seeing oddly in blue we're seeing a vehicle.
Yeah, but it's the Viking ship. It's the longboat. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, what does this thing do? Anything good? I'm never gonna play it,
All
so
right, so we've got a 2/4 for 3, 2 and a blue. Legendary creature god. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may exile her, this god. If you do, it gains whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control. If this card is exiled, you may put a voyage counter on it. If you don't, return it to the battlefield with X 1/1 counters on it and draw X cards where X is the number of voyage counters.
That was a lot.
So you play her for 3, then you wait until your next upkeep, exile her, and then every time you play a land from thereafter, you can choose whether or not for her to come back in from exile. And if you choose not to, you keep getting more and more
counters.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. You may put a voyage counter on her. If you don't, yeah, you can keep putting voyage counters on her. So it's kind of like she's going off on a quest almost,
She's home.
like the adventure cards.
Oh, so she's the Iliad basically.
So for every turn that she stays exiled, you're basically getting another 1/1 counter and another draw later.
Yeah.
On her.
Oh my God!
That's pretty good.
Did you read the boat?
All right, let's check out the boat. So the boat is 2 mana for a 3/3, 1 and a blue. Legendary
Only
artifact
one crew.
vehicle. Crews for 1 power. Whenever a vehicle you control deals combat damage to a player, that player exiles that many cards from the top of their library. You may play lands from among those cards as long as they remain exiled. Okay. So
more mill.
So yeah, this is blue mill, and it's also blue, not ramp, but
dude, you know what this is? It's something for that stupid 0/4 merfolk to do with his time once you play him. That's all this is, right? Because that guy gets dropped and then he just sits there like a lump and does nothing with his time.
Well, he can't crew this, can he?
Yeah, if he's 0/4,
yeah, you need 1 power.
Oh, you need 1 power. So what's the 1 power mill thing you would? Oh, maybe the 1/1 flyer.
No, it's the what are they called? The advisors.
Oh yeah, the persistent
petitioners. Yeah.
Petitioners, yeah.
Can you imagine a Viking longboat full of like old men and with robes, like carrying a bunch of scrolls, yelling at you to get off their lawn?
That was perfect.
Raiding a monk abbey
this one
in northern England.
There you go, Mark. Yeah, exactly. Here's your card. Search for glory.
I like this card a lot.
Search your library for snow permanent card, a legendary card, or saga card. Reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. Gain 1 life because it's a white card. Huh.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care about the life gain. This is fairly cheap, fairly. I don't think we have a white tutor that's as unrestricted as this. Right?
There's some white tutors.
We have a tutor in white that grabs artifacts. We have tutors that grab equipment. We have tutors that grab enchantments. But we don't have anything that can grab any snow permanent or any legendary.
The legendary is something that white can sometimes do. Usually planeswalkers, they can tutor for planeswalkers.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
What are you grabbing with this card? Like, what is the snow permanent that you desperately need?
That's a good question.
I don't know. There's something
like, it's like a 3-mana tutor is not good enough for like standard or for historic unless you can, combo off with it. Like you can play idyllic tutor with 9 lives and solemnity lock combo.
Right.
And if you're talking commander, they just released Jorn. He's the new snow commander, but he's sultai colors. He's not white. So it's a bit of an awkward.
Oh, I see.
Sort of like color tie situation.
Guess he sucks. All right, so much for Search for Glory. Had so much promise, dead before its time.
Well, I mean, with tutors, it's all about what you're tutoring for, right? If you have something that works for your deck, then the tutor is worth it. Right. I don't know what those things would be yet, but they might exist.
Yeah, there's a bunch of junk in here. We haven't been looking at too many of the uncommons. There might be something, I guess, but who knows? Moving down the Showdown of the Scalds. As the saga enters and after you draw As this saga enters and after you draw a step, add a lore counter. Sacrifice after 3. They call it lore and not chapters? Okay. Exile the top 4 card of your library. Until the end of your next turn, you may play those cards. Oh, that's kind of cool. So, yeah, but for 4 mana, whenever you can.
It's comparable to Escape from the Wilds. That was 5 mana, exile 5
And that
cards,
got
I think.
and that got banned, right?
Yeah, I mean, this doesn't let you play an extra land, but
Right. Whenever you cast a spell this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. So 2 and 3 are pretty good for aggro decks, but 4 mana, dude. I don't know. I'm not sold on this card yet. I don't play a lot of Boros, to be honest. To be fair, I play against a lot of Boros. Boros, what is it? Boros equipment right now is off the chain. I hate that deck.
I like
I
the
think
art
this.
on this one too. It's like a bunch of
Yeah.
people like in a like America's Got Talent contest, like singing at each other. Oh, oh.
It's
That's
kind of
funny.
thematically a little weird too, because the art on the
Also,
bottom.
the dragony thing at the bottom with its tongue wiggling out.
Yeah, it's a little weird because that looks like Native American almost, and it's thematically, and then it moves into like some sort of medieval kind of artistry. So it's kind of strange.
His
I
tongue,
think this card's.
his tongue looks like a tree.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's
It
all
looks
sorts
like
of
two
all sorts
eagles,
of stuff
American
going on.
eagles, doing this number. I don't know. It's a neat card. I don't know if I'll play it, but it's neat.
Is that a reference to the Nordic lore? Right, it was the world tree.
Yeah,
The
you
world
And then,
tree,
and then
yeah.
the serpent Yggdrasil or something like that would be eating the root of the world tree or something like that.
Yep.
Here's the evil elf saga you like so much. Cyclone Summoner, a cheap card, 7 CMC, perfect. If you cast it from your hand, return all permanents to their owner's hand except the giants, wizards, and lands. Good lord.
Ooh.
What's that card? This is River something River. I don't know.
River's Rebuke,
Yeah.
Cyclonic Rift. This is Cyclonic Rift on a giant body.
Oh man, that's what blue needs is something big, and because they don't have any big blue creatures, so that's good that they have one finally.
It's too bad you can't you don't get the ETB trigger if you cheated out with what's her name?
Oh right, yeah. Changeling, a Realm Walker. What the hell's a Realm Walker? As Realm Walker enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. You may look at the top card of your time. You may cast creature spells of the chosen type from the top of your library. Oh, that's pretty cool. So that's the Goblin Sneak Thief or the Goblin. What is that thing? Forget the name of that card.
Conspicuous Snoop.
That's
Wow.
the one.
And and again, green gets all of the nice things. This is a really good card.
This is I like this card a lot, especially in
It's 1 mana less than Vizier of the Menagerie too, which has a similar effect.
Yeah. And it is whatever your tribe is, because it's a changeling.
Yep. Wow.
Yeah, this card is really good.
Yeah.
Vorinclex.
Monstrous Raider.
The Praetors are back.
What is this? Phyrexian Praetor. What the hell is that?
Yep.
That's a thing?
I believe this is the first card where Phyrexian has been a creature type.
Yeah. Yeah, we've seen what set the Praetors were printed not long ago.
Yeah, it was Scars of Mirrodin.
Right. There was there was one Praetor for each color, right?
Right.
So this has got the what the hell is that Selesnya card? The Conclave Mentor effect. Put twice the many counters on it.
It's
Yes.
got like a doubling season.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's better than Conclave Mentor because it doubles any kind of counter.
Oh yeah,
So
not just
doubles poison counters being put on players.
Poison counters or Planeswalkers counters.
Yeah, loyalty counters.
Oh my god.
+1/+1 counters.
Indestructible counters on your Toski.
Because that's what double indestructible squirrel. God damn it, it's coming. It's a thing. Get ready for it. Wow. That's pretty cool, man.
All right,
That's 6.
I gotta run here, boys.
All right. Well, all right, we'll rock it through and see if we see anything new. We'll just do the last ones really quick.
All
Look
right,
at that.
I'll
That's pretty
talk to
cool.
you guys tomorrow.
All right, man. Later.
Bye.
All right, so we saw some cool cards. Hope you guys enjoyed that. We'll be back tomorrow for some Friday night shenanigans. So I'll see you next time. Good night.